Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Rory Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. On this channel, you guys are used to us talking about superheroes mostly from their comic source material. Sometimes we stray off into movies, but rarely do we ever talk material that isn't based in comics. Today, for a change, we are going to pay some respect to creations that were not born from the pages, even if they appear in them after their debut. So let's take a look at the top 10 superheroes who are not from comic books. In the number 10 spot, we have the Powerpuff Girls. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup made their official debut in 1998. They were created when their professor father accidentally added something called
Chemical X. Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born!
No, he did not enroll them in the Weapon X program afterwards. I probably would've. Fun fact, the chemical was originally supposed to be called Can of Whoop-Ass, and the show was going to be called Whoop-Ass Stew, but the names were changed to keep it more child-friendly. Coming in at number 9 is Will Stronghold. One of my absolute favorite movies as a kid was Sky High, the 2005 film about a school in the sky where teens learn how to be superheroes and sidekicks. The movie stars Will Stronghold, the kid of two of the world's most famous superheroes who is just starting to discover his powers of super strength and flight. Because they remain latent at first, he is relegated to being a sidekick, but he learns what we already know. The sidekicks oftentimes steal the show. Next at number 8 we got Darkman. The 1990 film Darkman, directed by Spider-Man Sam Raimi, introduced us to Peyton Westlake. Peyton, played by Liam Neeson, is a classic comic book-like scientist who is working to make artificial skin that can be grafted onto burn victims. A gang attacks his lab and causes an explosion, leaving Peyton for dead. The scientist is then subject to a treatment that cuts his nerves so he no longer feels pain, and he gains superhuman strength, so there's no better time for revenge. In the number 7 spot is Firestar. Although she has appeared in the comics many times, Firestar actually got her start on Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends in 1981. The creators had wanted to use the Human Torch, but since his rights were not available at the time, they created the mutant and former X-Men member to throw in the show instead. After mulling over the names Starblaze, Heatwave, and Firefly, they settled on Firestar, with the human alter ego of Angelica Jones. Coming in at number 6 we have FREAKAZOID. 16-year-old Dexter Douglas became the superhero in the 1995 show known as FREAKAZOID after his cat accidentally programmed a certain computer sequence that activated a megabug. He was absorbed into the computer and gained all sorts of superpowers like strength and speed, while losing most of his sanity. The show was supposed to be an action show until producer Steven Spielberg said, "Hey, let's try and make this a comedy," and they clearly made the right choice. Next up at number 5 is MERMAIDMAN and BARNACLE Boy. The superhero duo exists in the world of SpongeBob SquarePants. They first appeared in 1999 and are the semi-retired heroes of Bikini Bottom, with MERMAIDMAN being the quite senile and creaky hero, while BARNACLE Boy plays the role of the grouchy and underappreciated sidekick. The contrast in personality is what has made them so popular among fans of the SpongeBob franchise. Up next at number 4 is Captain Planet. Captain Planet and the Planeteers was a TV show that aired in 1993, starring an eco-superhero known as Captain Planet. He was summoned when the elements wind, water, fire, earth, and the extra special elements of heart all combined and magnified. He fights the forces of pollution and forgetting to recycle, all the while cracking puns and displaying a pretty vast knowledge of engineering.
Let's spruce this place up a bit, huh? Okay!
In the number 3 spot we have the Toxic Avenger. The 1984 film The Toxic Avenger was spoofy, it was extremely violent, and it gave Trauma Entertainment a new poster boy for a while. Malvin Ferd is your average weakling human who has an encounter with toxic waste that leaves him super strong and super large. No longer the easy target for harassment, he goes on to teach the bullies of Tromaville some pretty gruesome lessons. Though the film was not exactly what we would consider a hit, it gained a fast cult following, and it is the perfect movie for a Friday night in when you need some campy fun. Coming in at number 2 is X-23. Laura Kinney, also known as the daughter clone of Wolverine, first made her debut in the world of superheroes in Season 3, Episode 11 of X-Men Evolution. She was created by Craig Kyle in an attempt to connect Wolverine to younger kids more. She was also likened as the Pinocchio of Marvel, a samurai sword trying to become a real little girl. It's a little hard when you're an assassin born and raised. And finally, in the number 1 spot we've got The Incredibles. The famous superhero family made their debut in 2004 with their own movie, and have a sequel in the works for June 2018. About damn time. The movie follows the family, Helen and Bob Parr, and their kids Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack, as they attempt to lead a quiet suburban life after public opinion has turned unfavorable for superpowered individuals. The family tops the list because of how relatable they are, how you can really feel the love and connection between characters, and how even the smallest of members can kick ass when called upon. So those were the top 10 superheroes not from comic books. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these heroes is your top pick. My name is Rory Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.